If you've been thinking about moving to the Houston area and Katy has come up on your list of places to move, this is the video for you. I'm gonna take you on a tour all across Katy, all the different areas of it. We're gonna look at the schools, the shopping, the restaurants, the experiences and amenities that Katy has to offer. It's definitely a place that should be on our list, so keep watching the video to learn more. So right now, I'm here in Mary Jo Peckham Park. This is actually a local park here in the part of Old Katy. This is where we're in. So there's actually, I would say, about 3 different parts of Katy. You have Old Katy where we are, which is off of about Franz Road. This is where the local library is. This is where the municipal court is. And this beautiful park kind of sits right in the heart of it. It's such a nice area. You've got a huge lake behind you. There's tons of park benches. There's even places for you to cook and to grill. So you can actually rent out the pavilion there if you have parties with your family and get-togethers. People will come out here and they'll actually fish in the lake. You've got lots of ducks. I don't know if you can see them behind me, but you've got ducks that you can actually, you can feed. They hang out here. People are always walking their dogs and hanging out with their family, throwing their baseball around. And actually, right outside of where we are, there are actually baseball fields. So a lot of the little leagues will play in the baseball fields right here outside of Mary Jo Peckham Park. Mary Jo Peckham is located in Old Katy, and Old Katy is kind of where Katy started. It really had a boom, I would say, around the 60s and 70s, as where you have a lot of the homes around here were built. And then it had another boom in the 90s. And that's where you've probably heard of a little subdivision called Cinco Ranch. Now, Cinco Ranch is a master plan community. A master plan community is where a developer has made a plan for 10 years, 15, 20 years into the future and decided that they're gonna build a community and develop it. They're not necessarily the builder, but they're going to fund that community's development, and they're gonna invite different builders to come out and build in that neighborhood. We're gonna go by Cinco Ranch today. I'm gonna show you a little bit about it, but that is what I would say is kind of the second section of Katy. And then the third section of Katy that I would say would be North Katy. So this is gonna be areas like Elyson and Sunterra. This is right in between Katy and Cypress. So where we are is just off of 99 and I-10. And I would say the newer part of Katy is just north of that before you reach Cypress, which is going to be around 290. So right at that 529 area is where you're gonna find the new developments in Katy. Now, if you've heard about Katy, you've also probably heard about Katy football. Katy is very well known for having an amazing football team for their high school, and Katy High School is literally just down the street from where we are right now. And on your way to Mary Jo Peckham Park, one of the things that you'll see is Legacy Stadium. Now, Legacy Stadium is the high school stadium for Katy High School, and it is the second largest stadium for high school sports in all of the state of Texas. Yes, that's how important it is to Katy football fans. Legacy Stadium fits about 12,000 people and it cost over $72 million. I actually was a graduate of Katy High School. I unfortunately never got the chance to play at Legacy Stadium as it was built a few years after I graduated. I got to play at the old stadium, which was also very large at the time when it was built. Now, if you're considering moving to the Katy area, you've probably made that decision based on the schools. Now, Katy ISD is one of the top ranked ISDs in the entire country. The student to teacher ratio is just 15-1, and 8 of the high schools in Katy ISD are in the top 17% nationally. Some of the top high schools that you've probably heard of are Cinco Ranch High School, Katy High School, Seven Lakes High School, and Tompkins High School. That doesn't mean that the other ones are bad, but those are just the top high schools that people typically are moving to Katy for their kids to go to. Now, some new things that have just come to the Katy area within the last few years is Slick City, which is actually a huge slide park. So there's tons of slides that you can go down and have fun with your family. And there's actually a water park called Typhoon, Texas, which is right next to Katy Mills. Typhoon, Texas is going to be something like what we have here already in the Texas area, which is Schlitterbahn. So that's a huge water park. Typhoon, Texas is a little bit smaller than that, but it's here locally. You don't have to drive 45 minutes to an hour away to get to it. You can drive 10, 15 minutes from your house and be at a full water park with your family. All right, now come with me to the next spot and we will keep exploring Katy. So I want to show you an example of what you can get here in Old Katy. This is a very typical neighborhood. The homes here are going to be 1960s, 1970s ranch style homes, which means they're going to be one story. They're going to have huge front yards, huge backyards, lots of mature trees, as you can see all around us. Very quiet part of Katy, and very close to all the stuff you've just seen. So everything I mentioned that's the Mary Jo Peckham Park and the library and the schools are literally 2 minutes from where we are. But I'm actually here with Taylor. She is one of the team members here on the Bridge Group, and I wanted to show you what you can get at a very affordable price right here in Katy. So right behind us is actually a home that's for sale right now. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yes, so this house is listed for $350,000. It's a one-story house, and it has 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and it's just at 1,400 square feet.
That's right, and it has a huge 11,000 square foot yard. So if you're looking for an area that's less cookie cutter and more custom homes with huge yards and mature trees, Old Katy is where you're gonna find something like that. Now follow us as we take you to our next house. All right, so we are here in Elyson. This is a premier shopping and restaurant destination right here in Cinco Ranch. And I've got Kim with us. She's one of the agents on the Bridge Group as well. This is an amazing area to come and hang out with your family. You have so many options for food, for restaurants. Tell us a little bit about what they can find here.
Yeah, so behind us we have Totino's. It's a wine bar, so it's a great place to come and drink. Over there we have a Sephora. We have a Lululemon coming up for those of you who love to, wear athletic wear.
There are so many options here for you and your family. And actually right behind us, there is a park. So if you want to bring the little ones, you just want to let them run around, get some of that energy out. There's actually 2 little kind of pocket parks, I guess you would call them. There's one right here. And if you walk back, there's a whole nother section that's right behind this. And there's another green space where they actually do live music, where they have events. And so they're always putting on new things and fun stuff to do with the family. There's always stuff to check out. We're actually right across the street from Cinco Ranch High School. So a lot of the kids, after they are finished with their classes for the day, they'll come over here and they'll grab a drink from the Starbucks, or they'll meet their friends, and they'll come and hang out, do some shopping. So again, if you're right in the heart of Cinco Ranch, and this is really one of the reasons why people move to this part of Katy. Cinco Ranch is a master planned community. It's really what put Katy on the map. There are thousands of homes in Cinco Ranch. If you want to be in this area, most of the homes in this part of Cinco Ranch are going to be 1990s to early 2000s. So at this point, they're probably going to need a little bit of remodeling, a little bit of updating, but you are in the thick of everything. And the great thing is Cinco Ranch is really divided by Highway 99. So 99 is a toll road. It's what is considered the outermost loop of Houston. And so that means you have great access because Highway 99 cuts right through the center of Cinco Ranch. So we're literally right next to Highway 99 for easy access to be able to get into downtown. You can take 99, get onto I-10 and head in east, and you're headed towards downtown. Or you can head on 99 north, and 99 will actually loop and take you all the way up to the Woodlands, to Tomball, to Spring, to Klein. So you have great access, and that's why I think a lot of people choose to make Cinco Ranch their home. The Cinco Ranch is also made up of a bunch of little sections, and each of those sections typically have access to a park. They typically have access to a lake. There's a golf course, tennis courts, and pools, and things to do with your friends and with your family. There's lots of different price points. Kim, tell us a little bit about what people can find here.
Yeah, so the price points in the homes in Cinco Ranch can be between $375,000 to $1 million plus. These homes were built between 1990s up as early as 2017. You have gated sections and golf course sections of the homes. And most of the homes could be between 1 to 2 stories with pools and other amenities as well.
Yeah, you're really not gonna find 3 stories, 4 stories. Those kind of townhome styles you're gonna be finding those more towards downtown, more towards inside the loop. So I wanna take you to see what you can get an average home that you might find here in the Cinco Ranch area at what I would say is kind of a middle of the road price point for Cinco Ranch. So let's go ahead and go take a look and see what you can get at around that $650 price point. got walking trails that actually stretch all along the path here. This wraps all through Cinco Ranch. There are miles of these trails. So if you were to set out from your house on any one of these, you'd be able to ride for a very, very long time before you would ever run out of sidewalks. This is gonna be the west side of Cinco. So most of your homes here on this side are gonna be the ones that were built between 2010 and 2020. You're gonna have a lot of the major builders here in Cinco Ranch. So you're gonna have Perry Homes, which is an amazing builder. They build such a great product. They're very, very well known and recognized for their high peaks on their roofs. I'll show you one right here behind me, like this. If you like homes that have like a really tall peak on the exterior of the home, Perry is gonna build properties like that. You can see this one right here behind me has a 3-car garage. We're actually on a small little cul-de-sac right here. So there's cul-de-sacs all throughout the neighborhood, which is great if you've got kids. They can ride their bikes around. You don't have to worry about cars zooming past. But this home right here on the corner just gives you a great example of kind of what a typical home in Cinco Ranch on the west side of Cinco looks like. Again, another example of those tall roof lines there on the exterior of the homes. But you can see we've got sidewalks that run all through the community. So, you know, if you like going for your morning walk, you've got a dog, you've got kids in a stroller, and you want to feel safe walking around the neighborhood, this is, what more could you ask for, right? You've got tons of shade as you walk through, and you really don't have to worry about, again, cars zooming by. You don't have any major roads cutting through these neighborhoods. This home right behind me is actually for sale right now, and it has 4 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, and 2 half bathrooms, and it's listed for $652,000. It was built in 2011, has just over an 8,000 square foot yard, and it's right here on a beautiful part of the neighborhood. You've got sidewalks that connect all the different areas. You're on a nice quiet road here. This one's got a 2-car garage, and again, you're gonna have things like a high roof line. You're gonna have things like brick and stone work. And so this one behind me is a great example of what you can get in this area. And the great thing is you are literally just a few minutes from multiple parks, multiple playgrounds, just a few minutes from the schools. So you've got Tompkins that's nearby. You have the elementary school that's only a few minutes away. And again, all of this is connected by beautiful walking trails and sidewalks all the way through. Let's go check out another property. All right, so I am here at the Elyson House Cafe. It's right here behind me. And this is in the beautiful new master plan community of Elyson. Now, if you thought that Cinco Ranch was beautiful, Elyson is built by the same developer, which is Newland Communities. So the same plans that they built out through Cinco Ranch with the multiple sections at different price points and the premier builders, the beautiful surroundings, the amenities, all of that same stuff is being done right here. You can get new construction right now in Elyson, and they have them at different price points, typically starting around the 4s and 500s, all the way up to over $1 million. So if you're looking for large lots for a pool, if you're looking for great amenities like pools and parks and walking trails and tennis courts, you have all of that right here in Elyson. Before we get to our next stop, I did want to take you here by the Model Home Village. So this is where all of the builders that are in this community, remember Elyson is a master plan community. So in this community, there are multiple builders that you can pick from, and those builders each have their own floor plans that'll be at different price points. So for example, right behind me is the Chesmar model home. Right next to that is going to be the Weston Homes model home. So as we make our way through this model home village, the great thing is as a new home buyer here, you have the ability to pick from different builders who have different selections. Maybe you like the style of one builder's 2-story home versus another 2-story home. Maybe price point is the main consideration for you. And so you are looking for homes that are within a certain budget. So you can see right here across the street, we have Perry Homes has one of their models. Right next to that is Newmark Homes. Next to that is another Weston Homes. We have Brookfield Residential. So the great thing is that you can actually come here with me and we can go from model home to model home, exploring their floor plans, seeing what they have available, and deciding which one might be the right fit for you. So this one right behind me, as I mentioned, is Highland Homes. This is one of my favorite builders that builds out here, and this is their 218 plan. So this gives you the ability to see what a finished product might look like. Now keep in mind, this is a model home, which means it's going to have additional things that maybe a standard home won't have. If you were to buy what's called an inventory home, you're typically going to be getting selections that most buyers would pick when they are building the home from the ground up. If you're moving here from out of the city or out of the state, we actually do have new construction from the ground up opportunities available here, just 20 minutes, a little bit north of where we were earlier, which is Cinco Ranch. And so, for example, you could come to Highland Homes and you can actually look at a map of the community and pick the lot that you want to build your house on, and then pick from their wide selection of floor plans that fits perfect for you and your family. Once you've decided on a floor plan, then you actually get scheduled to go to a design center. Now, the design center is where you're going to pick all of the selections that you want for your house. So the flooring, the paint, the countertops, the handles, the cabinets, and you can even add extra things like sliding doors or additional rooms. You can convert a room that just has maybe a half bath into one that has a full bath. So the great thing is you have flexibility in deciding what you want in your new home. Now, that's typically going to be the more expensive way in order to build a house here. The less expensive way is to go with what's called new inventory. So an inventory home is where the builder has already decided on different floor plans that they want to build, and then they've selected all of the options, the finishes for that home already based off of what most buyers pick whenever they go to the design center. So typically they are going to partner with an interior designer and they're going to pick colors and selections that go well together, and then they're going to build that home so that a prospective buyer can come here, figure out what floor plan works best for them, and then they can literally just put in a contract on an already existing brand new home that nobody's lived in yet. So you can do that on a home that maybe still has 1 month left of being built, up to maybe 6 or 7 months left of construction. And the great thing is that this enables you to get a little bit of a better price because you're not building it from the ground up and choosing everything. You get a quicker move-in time frame. So rather than 6 to 9 months, which is pretty typical for new construction, you might only be looking at 1 to 3 or 4 months for move-in. So if you're trying to move in a little bit quicker and maybe your time frame is within the next 6 months, then probably building from the ground up is not the best option. And instead, going for something like a new inventory home, which all of these builders have available at different price points, might be the better option for you. So as you can see, we're making our way through this model home village. All of these different builders have different options that you can pick from, different price points and different models that you can walk through. So this is a great way to explore and figure out what would you want your next home to look like, what floor plan works best for you. So now as we're making our way out of this model home village, let's go to our next stop. All right, we are here at our next destination, and right behind me is a brand new inventory home by Highland Homes that is on sale right now for just under $1 million. Now this home is just over 4,400 square feet. It's a 2-story home that has 4 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms and 2 half bathrooms, and it sits on an over 11,000 square foot lot. You've got a 3-car garage, beautiful craftsmanship. I love the light brick. That's my favorite. I'm a sucker for light brick, white brick. That's if you're calling my name if you build a home like that. You're on a brand new section of Elyson, so you can see right next to that house they've got more homes that are under construction. This is a whole new section in Elyson, which means there are a ton of opportunities for inventory homes and building on your lot with different builders. Now, generally, each section in Elyson is going to feature homes at a certain size and certain price point. So for example, this brand new section section that we're standing in here right now is an 80-foot section. Now what that means is from one side of the house to the other side of the house, if you were looking at it from the front, for example, from one side to the other side, that lot is 80 feet wide. There are smaller lots that are down to 40-foot lots or 45-foot lots or 50-foot lots. This specific section that we're standing in right now is an 80-foot lot. This is a new home construction opportunity. It's an inventory home, which means right now it's already done. And so if you were to put in a contract on it, you would be able to move in within 30 days. All right, let's go take a look inside. All right, wasn't that a beautiful home? There are so many other opportunities. So whether you're looking to move to the Katy area in the next few days, in the next few weeks, in the next few months, that's what me and my team at the Bridge Group are here for. You can always reach out to me by text, phone, email. I'd love to set up a consultation with you to sit down and go over what your needs are for you and your family to figure out what area of Katy might make the most sense for you. Keep it on the lookout for more videos about the Katy area and deep dives into different subdivisions. Reach out if you need any help. I would love to be of service to you and your family, and we'll see you guys on the next video.